What is up, YouTube? Team Dreadnought here, bringing you a deck profile. This time around it is going to be Nova Grapplers, the Extreme Battler build. We don't play Mega Flare or Cat Butlers in this regular build because that'd be similar to Cancer, yo. So we don't play that garbage. We just play straight, good old-fashioned, homegrown Victors.
Even more, almost as broken.
Victors.
Homegrown, almost as cancerous.
Victors, exactly. So we start this out with Extreme Battler Rundhall. He's basically a copy of Beast Deity. What's his name? Rhino.
Riot Horn.
Riot Horn. Whenever a unit in front of him. Well, first off, you need Generation 1. Whenever a unit in front of him stands, he can stand as well. So, pretty solid. Nothing too fancy. Then we go on to the triggers. Second greatest trigger of all time, only behind Sheer Girl Analil, and that is Wallboy. Wallboy walls damage, that's what he does. Never leave home without him. Wallboy is just the stones. Then we have 4 Red Lightning. His ability is you can put him in a soul as long as you have a Nova Grappler Vanguard, and then choose one of your cards in your damage zone, flip it face up. So free unflipping, something Nova Grappler's always been really good at. Nova Grappler was the first clan to have one of these, wasn't he? Critter go to Salt Flip? Yeah, them and Spike Brothers. Because Silence Joker came out in the same set. Look, Red Lightning came out set too. Which is the same set Silent Joker came out. It was just them and Spike Brothers that had that ability. But regardless, and then we also have one Extreme Battler Zabhara. So 5 crits in this deck. Then we have 4 Energy Girl. Her ability is Generation Break 1. At the end of the battle that it boosts a unit, you can choose one of your rear guards and stand it, and then send this to the deck and shuffle. Extremely powerful. Put it behind Vanguard, restand Samsada, or Final Wrench, which can stand your starter. It can stand Cool Hanks. Just a whole lot of things you can do with this. Mainly you just want to stand Sahada or Cool Wrench, just because plus power is Neato Burrito. She's just extremely powerful, and the fact that she can stand when she's checked is also just really good. And then we have 3 of the Gong. Just draw her.
The Gong. So
this is a 5 crit, 4 stand, 4 heal, 3 draw trigger deck. Then we go on to the Perfect Shields, and we have Lady Cyclone, standard Generation Perfect Shield. It can only be used. To guard your Vanguard, but if you have a copy of it in the drop zone upon resolution, then you get to choose one card in your damage zone and turn it face up. Sweet. Then we have Extreme Battler Arashid, I believe how you pronounce his name? Arashid, yeah. Arashid. He is the grade 3 searcher for Extreme Battler Victor. All you gotta do is reveal a grade 3 from your hand, then search him out, then choose one card in your hand, discard it. And then he is also your Stride Assister. You can discard him to reach the grade 3 threshold to activate Stride. Solid card, always play 4 if you're playing a deck based around Stride. Then we got 3 Final Wrench. Neat card. His ability is Generation Break 1 on rearguard. Whenever a unit in the same column as him stands, that unit gains +4. If you put him behind Victor, then when Victor restands, he'll gain +4, which is really sweet. If you have this in the same column as your starter, when he stands and the starter stands, because the starter will get +4. So you'll have a 16k column, which is really sweet. He's just a really good, solid card. You can also put him behind a Suzanda, so you keep giving it more and more and more and more power. Which makes Suzanda even more broken, and I'll get to what he does in a second.
Don't do that cancerous shit here.
And then finishing off grade 1s, we have 3 Claydol Mechanic. When he's placed on rearguard, choose any card in your damage zone, and flip it face up. So yay, damage on flippers.
Yay, I'm flipping damage.
It's sweet.
Of course it's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Then we move on to the grade 2s, and we got 3 Starlight Hedgehog. This thing's ability is kind of interesting. It's more unflipping, which is weird. The ability is when it's placed on Vanguard or Rearguard, choose one of your Rearguards. And give it the ability that whenever it stands, you can choose one card in your damage zone, flip it face up, and draw a card. Late game, you give it to a Sazanda, you basically never have a face up damage, you get to draw a bunch of cards. It's pretty sweet. Then we move on to the coolest guy, and that's Cool Hank. He has Generation Break 1. Whenever he attacks the Vanguard, as long as he's boosted, you can counterblast 1, choose any of your rear guards and stand it. Again, broken with Sazanda, and we'll get to what he does in just a second. Obviously, this card is really good. You can stand Final Wrenches to give power to columns. You can do a lot of really fun, interactive things with him, standing other Cool Hanks. With Vanguard's abilities, you can keep restanding things, so you can keep using his ability. Very, very strong ability in this deck because of how many things can stand over and over and over and over and over again. You can even get into points where you can have these weird combos where things just continuously stand before even Vanguard attacks. And then finally we get to the thing that I keep saying is continuously broken throughout this video because of how things work. And that's Extreme Battler Sazanda. He gains the ability Generation Break 1 that whenever he restands, for any reason whatsoever, oh, I forgot, Cool Hank, whenever he restands, gives him plus 5,000 power. And that's important because now we get on to this guy, Sazanda. Whenever he restands, he gains power plus 5,000 power to end of turn. So if you stand with a Cool Hank, he's now at 19. You attack with your Generation Break, counterblast 1, you restand him, he gains plus 5 again from that, and then plus 5. It just gets crazy. Every time he restands, he gets plus 5. But everything that's going to stand him is going to give him plus 5 more. So he just becomes this giant thing that keeps hitting your Vanguard, bonus Vanguard over and over and over and over and over and over again, relentlessly. You stand it with Energy Core, gains plus 5. You tag, you stand it with Cool Hand, gains plus 5. You attack, you stand it with Victor, gains plus 5. You tag, you stand it with Vic 10, and gains plus 5. It's just crazy. If you have a Final Wrench behind this thing, it gains plus 9 every time it restands. It's dumb. This card should not have been made. Bushy, why? Like, the thing is, it even has an errata. On the card, it says it gains a plus 5 till the end of the battle. That would have been fair if it only kept the power till the end of the battle. But no, it's till the end of the turn. It's been an official errata. It's supposed to be till the end of the turn. So this guy is bonkers. You play 4 of them all day, all the time, no matter what, as long as you're playing Generation Zone and you're playing Nova Grappler. You play 4 of him. I don't care if it's a Beast Deity deck. I don't care if it's a stupid Assert Kaiser deck. I don't care if it's Death Army. You play 4 of this guy. Anyway, on the grade 3s. And the first grade 3 is Extreme Leader Raybird. He's a promo. Nova Grapplers are the only clan in English right now that has 2 Break Striders. The problem is that this one's the poo. His first ability is Generation Break 1. Whenever this unit attack hits the Vanguard, you can counterblast 1. If you do, choose one of your units and stand it. And it gains plus power 5,000 end of turn. Neato. Really powerful. And the stride ability is that whenever one of your cards strides over this unit, it gains power plus 5 till end of turn. So your Vic 10s are always so whenever you stride over this, they're always 31. Really strong, really powerful, really good. You play 4 of this guy because there's nothing better to play. Now obviously you can play Mega Flare with Cat Butlers if you want to be super turbo douche and have your turbo locals hate you. But I play him instead because he's fun. And then the last card in the main deck is Extreme Battler Victor. This guy is really, really good. First off, his Generation Break 2 ability is that when this unit attacks, the Vanguard. Wait a minute. Yeah. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, it gets power plus 5,000. Then you choose one of your rear guards, stand it, and it gets power plus 5,000. For no cost. Why? Anyway, super powerful card. You'll almost never use that ability because if they can survive 2 Victoplasma abilities, you deserve to lose. Just the way it is. But the guy is super strong, super powerful. His other ability is that whenever one of your units strides over this guy, whatever strode over him gets the ability that whenever it attacks, you can counterblast one, choose one of your rear guards, and stand it. It gets power plus 5,000 until the end of turn. You can only use this ability once per turn. But that don't matter because you stand Suzanda and the thing stands infinitely because of Cool Hang, Energy Girl, you have Final Wrench giving it more power. You got Vic 10 I'm going to tell you about later that keeps pumping it up. It just keeps pumping it up, pump it up, pump it up. That's all this deck does. It's crazy. It's extreme as hell. Get it? Man's got 2 X's in his name. If he has 2 X's in his name, you know he means business. But yeah, that's what Victor does. And you go into the strides, you have Vic 10. His ability is that whenever you attack the Vanguard and it hits, choose one of your rear guards and stand it, it gets power plus 5,000 to the end of turn. More pump it up for Suzanda, more power with Final Wrench, more activation with Cool Hang because you can stand the thing behind it. It has triple drive, it's just bleh. This card is nuts. But it fails in comparison to the boulders. And that is Meteor Kaiser, Victo, Plasma. This is the only restander right now for the Generation Zone. For now. There's another one coming out, but for right now, this is the only one in English. The other one does something very similar to this, but we'll get to that when it comes out. His ability is Counterblast 2 and G-Flip, so choose one of him in the Generation Zone, turn face up. As long as you have 2 units in your Generation Zone, face up. So he has to be your second stride for this ability to activate. He gets drive check -1, so he has twin drive again instead of triple drive. At the end of the battle that he attacks the Vanguard, choose 2 cards in your hand and discard them. Restand. Now keep in mind that Victor, his ability that when the unit that's straight over him attacks, the counterblast 1 restand, that can only be used once per turn. So don't think you can go crazy and attack, counterblast 1 standard unit, and then do his ability attack, counterblast. I know, attack, counterblast 1. I know, I'm just telling them. Remember, it's just only once per turn, so don't get too crazy. The funny thing still to do would be, depending on how many stand triggers you know you have left in your deck, would be to just attack with him, counterblast 1, stand Suzanda, then attack with Suzanda, then attack with him again. If you get a stand trigger, you can restand Suzanda again. It's broken. It's really powerful. The guy's just nuts. This guy is fine on his own. Like, this isn't the thing that breaks the deck. It's Suzanda that's constantly gaining power. The fact that every time anything stands for whatever reason, it's always gaining +5, either from its own ability or from the ability that thing gave it restand. It's just crazy. The deck is just a whole bunch of crazy. A whole bunch of mess. So yeah, that's the Nova Grappler deck profile. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and visit us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And we'll see you again next time.